Hey guys, yours truly, Kevin Grace. I'm here in my hometown of Baltimore. I'm located at 602 to 610 North Howard Street. Behind me, that building that says extra storage space, that used to be a bowling alley, believe it or not, and it was one of the biggest bowling alleys in the United States. It was the biggest recreation center in the United States, and that's what the name was. It was called the Recreation Center. In 1922, Solomon Freeburg established this as a bowling alley. Now, before that, this building was used by Johns Hopkins University before they moved up to their Homewood campus. They used it as a gymnasium. But in 1922, Mr. Freeburg turned this into a bowling alley. And in some accounts, I've read that it had 100 lanes, and in other accounts, I've heard that it had 52 bowling lanes. And upstairs on the top floor was a concert hall and also a ballroom. Now, he passed away a few years later in 1926. Then his son Sidney took over, and he got rid of the ballroom and the concert hall and made it more bowling alley. So I heard down in the basement it was 20 lanes, and then on the other floors there were 20 lanes as well. So basically a 5-story building with nothing but bowling, duck pin bowling, because Baltimore was really famous for that. Now, it stayed here until early 1970s, and they wound up leaving because people weren't coming downtown. So after 1968 King riots, people just weren't coming downtown. But basically what they turned this into was the Fair Lane Bowling Association. So Fair Lanes Inc., I should say. So this was really where it started, right here. If you've heard of Fair Lanes, this is where it started. But bowling here in Baltimore was one of the big sports, and it still is big nowadays. You just don't have that many places that have duck pin bowling. And at one time, the Fair Lanes operated over 40 locations in the United States and England, so it was the biggest chain in the world. Now, I talked to an associate of mine. He's from New England area, and he said they didn't do duck pin, but it was candlestick type pins that they use. So it was kind of funny seeing those. So that's big up in the New England area. So I don't know if anybody's done that type of bowling. If so, leave your comments down below, and I'll show you actual photo of what this place looked like back in the day. So let's take a look of what it looks like now. And recently, like I said, it sat vacant for the longest time. I would come by, of course, so you can see in front of the light rail trains, and just saw this place with broken windows and just sat vacant. And now they've turned it into, as I said, an extra space storage. And actually where that sign is, they used to have the sign that said Recreation Center. And I think part of it is, like I said, the bowling thing, and they've got some other businesses in here as well. So they just recently put new glass windows in here, and then the building on the end, they just wound up fixing that up and adding 2 other floors up there. So it's really nice to see that they're finally renovating this area. So this has been blight for a long time. And of course, that building over there used to be the old Western High, well, actually used to be City High School. And then when they moved up to 33rd and Alameda, it became Western High School. So I did a vlog on that, so you can check that out. But this building is not part of the bowling building, but this building, the picture I'll show you has this there, but they've added these 2 other levels on. So I don't know what business this is, But this was the bowling alley, recreation center. If you like this video, please subscribe down below and feel free to leave any comments about the recreation center. Maybe some of you may have bowled here or know anything about it. Now I know Sidney Freeberg, he wound up passing away in 1985. I don't know where he's buried, but anyway, I will show you some other photos. I was trying to look for any photos of the interior of the place, and I haven't come across that, just the exterior.